And I used to do some real dope shit with Krylon back in the day, and I just can't duplicate that same painting technique with like the modern,
with the new shit, right?
Caps and whatever. Like, you have to do it differently.
Now you're just such a perfectionist that you look at it in a different eye now.
I've always been a perfectionist, bro.
I know, but back in the, I mean, I don't know, is there any nostalgia to that maybe, or you think like you for like?
I was using, so I can't remember if, so Zone first told me about a stencil cap, but the way he explained it, I think, is he would use the cap on the outside edge, but then Keith Jive was visiting and he had one, and he, like, I actually saw it, you know, and he made it like how the like modern one is, like it's like a ring. You basically would cut out the inside. You cut out the inside of a Krylon cap, cut out that middle part, and then you, like, you know, poke out a little spot in top for your finger, and then you tap the can so it leaves a little mark, and then you basically, like, with an X-Acto blade, like, drill a hole right in the middle of that mark. And so it would, like, limit the spray coming out of the cap. And it was messy as fuck, but
It worked, yeah.
it worked. And I was doing that shit back in, like, content stage, like back in like 96, 97.
Yeah.
I was like really,
that was like airbrush,
but doing some cool shit, you know. Like I remember in content I painted some dude, like, just kind of like me mugging by an electric box, and I did a little cop like bumping over the top of the hill, you know, with like flashers going and shit, like, you know, only like that big, baby.
Damn.
You always had some different shit. That's what I was gonna ask you. How would you describe like your style?
I don't know how to describe my style, but I was definitely influenced by like Hex and Zodak and Slick and, like, you know, all those dudes on like the characters. Even my friend Coma. Just like there was like this style going back then where you basically just do a lot of cuts with the Krylon, and like real clean with like the underlighting, and that's definitely like how I first started like trying to paint characters. But you know, now I feel like my style is pretty like identifiable. Like, even though I paint something different, you know, most of the time, if you know the way paint works and you look at my shit, you can see like I have certain techniques that I do. And I definitely like throw like drips in my shit or whatever, like, you know, different little like style aspects, some little like splatters or whatever.
Yeah. You've done other names, and like it's definitely been like, oh, I think that way.